Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So after that Black Friday disaster in Milton Keynes, I've decided to come to Lakeside to do my Christmas shopping. Also a little bit of toy hunting on the side. So started off in Sports Direct. This is my favourite Sports Direct stroke game that I've ever been in. They usually have some good stuff in here. Didn't disappoint. They've got loads of stuff. What I like about this this game is it's got the it feels like a proper game. So it's got the place where you can you can play games. It's like a massive area, but also it's well stocked and it's actually got a proper game counter. And that's what I noticed about going to the one in the new one in St Evenage the other week, is that it just shares its counter with Sports Direct. So there's no kind of there's no nerds, if you know what I'm saying, who basically know what they're talking about. But yeah, they had some good stuff in there. I saw Chuffy Futters, Snow Trooper, that I was very, very interested in picking up. The usual suspects, but good suspects. I a good selection of retro collection, and also I found one or two vintage collection figures that I'd been wanting to get. They've got the Indiana Jones. This short round was interesting because the bubble was attached. But a really, really good selection. A proper store, like loads of Lego as well. I love the Transformers, the movie toys as well. But I can't afford to start a new line. And then, obviously, on my way out of the store, after I made one or two purchases, I always look at the Arsenal shirts. Great selection, but I really like this. I don't think I'd seen this before. This is proper retro 1990s, 1991, I would say, with the old badge. Brings back wonderful memories. But really, really, really good. I really enjoyed that store. I'd been looking forward to it. Feeling a bit peckish. Off to Ikea. Now, I'd heard that they had a festive special, because I thought I'd have a bit of lunch. There was a few things I needed to pick up, because this isn't just toy hunting, this is a bit of Christmas shopping as well. So I asked the lady about the festive special, and it was basically meatless meatballs. So I got the normal meatballs, 12 in total, with chips and peas and that wonderful gravy. And is it called what are them berries? Are they lingonberries or something? They were really nice. You squeeze it out like the tomato ketchup, and I've always liked that. I actually prefer that than cranberry. And this was new. I'd not seen this before. Ikea clothing, and honestly, the quality was great. The hoodies look brilliant. I love the green one, and they've got cushions as well. Those cushions were £5, and I like the logo on there. But they had t-shirts and hoodies. I like the green hoodie. I think this was black. At first I thought it was like navy blue, but it looks black to me. But the green one I really liked. £29.99. Let your eyes be your guide. Seems quite expensive compared to Aldi's trainers and Christmas jumpers. But yeah, these were really nice. I was very tempted to pick myself up an Ikea hoodie. Wouldn't get one for the wife because she wouldn't appreciate it. This was the main reason for coming into Ikea. If you follow me on YouTube or follow my Instagram account, you'll be aware that my wife bought me a surprise kitten on the 1st of December for Christmas. I had no idea I was getting it. His name's Boba Fett. His eye is so much better, so he'll be turning up on the channel very soon, but he needs a bed to sleep in. So I'd heard that Ikea do an array of cat and dog beds, so I thought I'd have a look, but there's not really anything that I fancied. The wick, I mean, they seem to take up so much room. I like the little wigwam. I think that was like £15. The wicker one I quite fancied, but that was 55 quid. 55 quid for a cat bed. So I decided to give it a miss. I did pick up a Funko Pop shelf for my son's bedroom, which obviously means I've bought some Funko Pops for him for Christmas. But the wife has told me that I'm not allowed to show any more of his presents on the channel, even though he doesn't watch it. She had a real go at me at the last one when I did the Milton Keynes video. on the way out of Ikea, I always do like to have a look at the food section, especially this time of year when they've got their Christmas specials. My wife always likes a little drink of mulled wine during the festive period. I don't drink at all, but the prices are really, really good. They've got like a fruit one. I think it's like $2.95 for a bottle, and then they've got the kind of red wine version, which was $3.95. I think that's a good price, and also, you know, Ikea is quality, and that is my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Also, on the subject of food, cranberry sauce. I'm not really a fan of it on my Christmas dinner because it's so jellified. But they've got lingonberry jars, and I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna try that with my Christmas dinner because I enjoy it with the old meatballs. But my wife is still going to buy cranberry sauce for the Christmas table because there's always someone who moans, isn't there? There is always someone who moans because you don't have the right condiments for Christmas. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. A lot. I mean, what is piccalilli? What is piccalilli? It sounds disgusting. Swedish fish. Now I really rate these. They're not the same as the ones you get in America. £3.50 for a massive bag. I thought I'd treat the family. Although I'll probably eat most of them myself. And then Polly. I've not had this ice cream version, but Polly, these have been out for years in Ikea. And the original, I really rate them. And funny enough, on the subject of cats, my last cat when I used to live at home with my mum and dad was called Polly, and she was a wonderful cat. They've got so many sweets and chocolate in Ikea, but I sort of think, why would you? Well, when it comes to the bars of chocolates, why would you buy a bar of chocolate from a name brand you've never heard of, when you can buy proper quality if you go to B&M? So, and by the way, for some reason IKEA aren't selling hot dogs. I don't know what's happened there. Went into Next Choice. They've got loads of these shops around the area. Pepe jeans. I haven't seen Pepe jeans for years. I used to wear Pepe jeans back in the 80s. I didn't know they were still about. And they had these wonderful Star Wars Christmas T-shirts. I really like the ATAT one. £10. Let your eyes be your guide. But they're only for big boys. They did not have extra large in any of these T-shirts. Stormtrooper looked good as well. So the Stormtrooper's all right, but I would have had that ATAT one. But nah, you know, I think they only had extra large or extra large. So yeah, a little bit disappointed. Then across the road over to B&M, hoping to see if they had the new Doctor Who sets in there. There's so much stuff in there at Christmas. And this Star Trek set, I'd not seen this before. So it's like an alcoholic beverage, so I don't drink anymore. But I really like the glass. I think the glass is beautiful. And that was only $6.99. Wonderful gifts, especially if you do Secret Santa, if you're into that kind of stuff. And I like these, like the Iron Maiden tin and the Stranger Things tin. I'm just a sucker for nostalgia, and this is all nostalgia overload in B&M at the moment. And they've got so many toys in there. And that's what I like. I mean, you get to like the end of the summer and there's just nothing, and then the place is packed. So there'll be massive sales coming up soon. Terry's chocolate orange, £1.50. Let your eyes be your guide. Every child should have one, but they've gone up in price. They used to be £1, and also there's not as much chocolate than back in the day. I used to love them. They've got the usual suspects. So they've got Resurrection Daleks. They're everywhere. I still rate this. I still think it's one of the best Dalek sets ever. And they had both variations as well. No Davros. No Davros at all. And I haven't been in this B&M for a good few months. So, yeah, and I was, because there are so many toys, they're just putting, like when I went to the my recent visit to B&M in Letchworth, there's just toys on different shelves. They're not in order. It's because they've got so much stuff in B&M at the moment, including like the Christmas decorations as well. But yeah, there's just so much. I love B&M. I could stay in there all day, and yeah, I did buy quite a lot of chocolate and sweets, which was interesting. And they've got a good selection of Lego in B&M at the moment. There was a few sets that I wouldn't have minded picking up, and obviously because I'm supposed to be doing Christmas shopping. I like this burger van. I do like the Lego City stuff. I did pick up 1 or 2 sets for my son for Christmas. I've always wanted that Christmas tree. Bumblebee's been open, so he's reduced, as well as the tentative 4. But Amazon have a massive sale on at the moment. So that Christmas tree, I think you can pick up for, I think it's £27. And you can pick up tentative 4 for like £29.99, and Bumblebee. I think Bumblebee is going for £59.99 on Amazon. This set, this really brings back memories. This is the kind of toy that I would have got in the 80s. You know, when I was playing in the back garden, I remember getting an SAS set, which included a balaclava. When I went to, because my dad was a train driver, to the Railway Club children's party. But I used to love those adventure sets. Then off to Smyths Toys, and look what I found. Kits from Knight Rider. Now, I picked up a couple of kits from a toy fair in St Ives last year, but I wasn't, I'm not sure if I've got this version. So, and they were, I think they were £9 each, Die Another Day as well. But I was so happy to find it. So obviously I picked that up. Knight Rider. You can't go wrong. I love Kit. Kit. If I was a millionaire, I would definitely pick up Kit. Now the Transformers 1 toys, and I remember seeing them for the first time when I went to Collectomania at Milton Keynes. I wasn't really impressed, which made me not really excited for the movie. But when me and my son watched the Transformers 1 movie, I got to say, I was captivated for the entire length of the film. I thought it was great, and now these toys, I actually do rate them. And what I like about them is that there's so many different variations. So there's like a cheap range. You can do. You remember them old boxing games? You can interact with Megatron and Optimus Prime. I really like them. And I wouldn't mind picking them up. I was going to get my son one, and I'm not allowed to say whether I did or not. The Star Wars, they had 1 or 2 Star Wars figures. The prices weren't bad. I like this Darth Maul, but I kind of see Darth Maul did appear as a hologram in the Phantom Menace, but they've got a bit. I don't know. Hasbro, they make a figure and then they jump on it and then they burn it out. So the Darth Maul one looked good. I saw the Bo-Katan when I was in Target back in Orlando back in April, and she was only like $13.99, and I was tempted because I love Bo-Katan. She's one of my favourite characters, but I didn't pick it up because who wants a holographic Bo-Katan? I've never seen her as a hologram. And the Masters of the Universe, I still really rate these figures. But funny enough, I had all of these, which is just unbelievable. Loads of Trapjaws, which is a great figure, but I've already got him. But I'd love to get him in the cartoon variation. There's Bumblebee, and there's my Optimus Prime, which I bought full price when he first come out. So I do want to get Bumblebee to accompany my Optimus Prime. And this Ahsoka set, which is exclusive to Smyths Toys, which has Morgan Elsbeth in it, who I love her. Funny enough, Morgan Elsbeth, her godfather was Bruce Lee. Who knew? But that little set, I think it's great because she's got her green sword. And then it's off to the Lakeside shopping centre. Check out the Christmas decorations. It's only got a Dagenham Ford Mark 1 Escort. How unbelievable is that? Suspended from the ceiling with images of Father Christmas driving it. It honestly blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. Into the Entertainer. where they've got the the usual £4 suspects. But I always like having a look in the Entertainer because you can never have you can never have enough Star Wars figures. And then Mankind had loads of stuff. Mankind was packed. These Funko FNAF massive action figures, these were good, but they weren't cheap. They were like £45 each. My son would love them, and they also had all the helmets out on display, which looked great. And I was going to film them, but security was there, and I didn't want to push my luck. I don't drink, do I? But I popped into Marks and Spencer's, have a look at the beers, because my last beer was on Christmas Day 2022. Which was a Marks and Spencer's beer, funny enough, and then I went in here for the sole purpose of picking up some peppermint bark for the wife. So, wife, if you're watching, I managed to pick it up in a lovely tin box as well. £10. Let your eyes be your guide. Yeah, it was. I did so much better in Lakeside than I did on Black Friday in Milton Keynes. And Milton Keynes is usually my place to go to, but it was so packed in Milton Keynes. So I'll never ever go out on Black Friday again. Then, obviously my meatballs is worn out. So I went to Chopsticks, which is very much like Panda Express. Now they've got one of these at Bulldog Services. So I've had it before, but not for ages. And I had the it's not orange chicken, it's sweet and sour chicken with the firecracker chicken and with noodles. Absolutely beautiful. But one thing I did notice is that the noodles were really greasy. So I did enjoy it, but it was a little bit greasy, far more greasy than the version at Bulldog Services, which is literally just down the road from the Kent Farm from Superman 4. And you get some free spring rolls, and that's something you don't get at Bulldog Services. Then into Toys R Us, the new Toys R Us, which is inside WH Smyths. And I went in here to look at the Jeffrey merch. So they've got quite a few bits in there. It's quite a big section in WH Smiths. And I love the Jeffrey, but they weren't, it didn't seem to be the best quality. I've got this Toys R Us Funko Pop already, exactly the same one. There's different versions, but I've got that one that I picked up in Toys R Us in Abu Dhabi last year. So, and you kind of think I went all that way. But I did like the big Jeffrey plush. I thought he was good. And it was a nostalgic trip, far much better than the Toys R Us in Macy's, which was absolutely rubbish. Funny enough, HMV had no magazines. All it had was like the Christmas Radio Times and everything. Had no magazines at all, which was bizarre. Check out the Death Trooper, minus his blaster, but with a shopping basket in HMV. Now they had loads of stuff in there, and loads of Funko plushies that I'd not seen before, because my son loves the plushies, and I'd not seen the Chica Statue of Liberty one before, but great stuff. But obviously Funko have now lost the rights to FNAF, so I think they've only got, I think this is the final year, and that'll be it, the end. They won't be selling anymore. Checked out the Star Wars figures. They're still doing it. Either that, or that is exactly the same Star Wars figure that appeared on my last Lakeside video. Why would they put security tags on their Star Wars figures? So only one or two had the security tag. So I'm thinking it is exactly the same figure. It's just still there from last time. HMV's so expensive, so I'll never buy a Star Wars figure. Who buys Star Wars figures in HMV? It's a joke. And I managed to get my Radio Times. So I will be reviewing, I haven't even read it yet, but I will be reviewing Christmas TV for Christmas Day 2024. That'll be interesting. But yeah, I had a really good day out at Lakeside, and I was out for literally hours and hours and hours. Hence why I had lunch and also dinner. But that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I got a bit of toy hunting done. I didn't pick up anything for the wife apart from that chocolate. But yeah, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel and also lets me know you care. I love that Mark 1 Ford Escort, only in Essex, and I'll see you in the next one.